presentation with first.
That's what we're doing.
Okay. Well, I guess we should probably do our intro.
Troll style gaming.
We're here. We're doing stuff.
Things.
The troll style.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Recording a podcast, being
friends, and we're friends.
And the cool thing is,
We sit on the ground.
We sit on the ground.
No, I hate that though.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
guys.
I'm Fat Tile 124.
This is
I'm
Josh
Chad. RaccoonChad.
and Josh.
And if you didn't realize, you're probably listening to this off iTunes now, because that's where
Because
you'll find our podcast.
We are the coolest people in the world, and
iTunes agrees.
yeah, they think we're pretty cool, so
Fun tunes.
I think
listen
we're
to
ice
us.
cold.
I stomp.
That's gonna be really loud.
Trolls. Get it?
Oh.
All right. So, this episode, I guess I'm just going to take over, is we want to talk to you guys or about with you guys all the awesome...
Get it out.
Yeah. All the cool releases that
Let
are
me
coming...
spit at you for a moment.
Oh, that are coming out this year. Like, 2013, you know? Games and stuff, guys.
What are you doing? Just be normal, man. What are you doing?
So we've already talked about everything we enjoyed in 2012, so now let's talk about what we're most looking forward to in 2013.
I guess the first one on the list is Devil May Cry. I never really played the old ones that much, but I have to say I'm actually really looking forward to this, even though it's not Dante, the main character, right? He's not the main character for this one.
It's
He
the
is?
new Dante. Like
okay.
they're rebooting the franchise.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a.
So the
different
Dante
spin.
who's already been well established is no more, and now he's this new Dante.
Okay.
And he looks like he's 2005 and stands outside of Ground Zero selling cigarettes to 14-year-olds.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
That's awesome, man.
It's like if Ryan Murgy was Dante. Shoutouts to Ryan Murgatroyd.
Yeah,
All right.
that's pretty true. I don't know. I think I watched... Did they let us play it at PAX? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think they showed footage, though.
I didn't have a chance to go to that PAX that you guys went to. I'm pretty sure I had finals or something.
Dirt. No, but I watched footage, and it actually does look pretty fun. It doesn't look as like... I never played the original ones, but it doesn't look as button mashy as I thought it would be.
It seems like they're still keeping with the traditional like Devil May Cry format again, even though I've never played it. Like I've definitely seen a lot of footage of the old ones, and it looks pretty true to form.
Well,
so.
it's all about just like getting a ridiculous combo size.
Yeah.
Like, how long can you juggle all the enemies up in the air and like slice everybody around so that you go from, I think the ranking starts down at like D, and then it goes all the way up into like S rank. So you just have to fly around the screen, breaking all of your opponents before they break your combo. And so it's even easier to do now.
Yep. Yeah, next one is Dead Space 3. I never played the second one. Still haven't beaten the first one, but I got like... I think the last part I got to in the first Dead Space was when you get to that, like, the bridge, and you, like, can see out into, like, the space of space.
The Dead Space?
Yeah, the Dead Space.
Whoa.
And that giant, like, monster just comes out of, like, somewhere and just starts attacking you.
Did you play it on Xbox?
No PC. I used to... This is when I was still in college, and, like, I would get home and do stuff, and then I would turn off all the lights, put on my headphones, turn it up really loud, and then just play Dead Space. And I did that for, like, a week, and I would redevelop my fear of the darkness and had to sleep with the lights on again.
See, because I got Dead Space 1 and 2 on Steam, and the first one was horribly ported to the PC. Like, the controls, like, the feel of the game was really awful to me.
Really?
But I didn't get it, like, right when it came out. I got it, like, 8 months ago. So it's like the first one has been out for quite a while, and I have the second one, but I want to play through the first one first. But everybody says the second one is way better on PC than the first one, because I've read a lot of gripe about that too.
Yeah.
So
If you're a fan of Dead Space, you kind of know that the thing about Dead Space 3 is it looks a little bit like Lost Planet. They're leaving outer space to go to some new alien home world where everything is cold. And, yeah, makes you think of Lost Planet. But it's not. It's Dead Space 3.
there's a Lost Planet game coming out, but none of us care.
God,
No.
Lost Planet 2 was so bad.
The first
It
one was
so
awful
fucking-
too.
Yeah, it was horrible. It's like, it's just capture the flag all the time, isn't it?
I don't know. It just just seems really mindless. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, creatures appear, and then you shoot them, and then, oh, look, heat. Keep your heat up. And
It's like a constant
I don't know.
arena game. Just
Yeah.
like, you're in a confined area, monsters, defeat them all, finish that mission. Hey, there's a boss. You're in an arena again. Like, there's walls everywhere, and you have to fight this giant monster. Figure out how to beat it. Oh, you have the intel on it. You know how to beat it.
Well, like, the whole
Why don't
reason
you just play the game for me, game?
Yeah. The whole reason I wanted to play Lost Planet 2 is because when I played the demo at PAX, I thought it was going to be a little bit more Monster
looked
Hunty.
cool, yeah.
Well,
looked
yeah,
really
it was
cool,
going to
yeah.
be like, you and 5 other people have to take down giant
Yeah.
elsewhere beasts.
Kind of like,
and
a space, like, alien version of Shadow of the Colossus, kind of. Like, that's what I thought.
Well, no,
just, like, going out and
okay,
hunting
you
these
haven't played
things.
Monster Hunter then.
Okay, I haven't played Monster
Okay,
Hunter,
yeah.
no.
Just say, like, Monster Hunter, that's basically what it is.
Okay.
It's you and, like, a group of people going out and, like, there's no level system. It's just you and your gear fighting monsters so that you can collect their materials that they drop so that you
Okay.
can build better gear so you can fight more monsters.
Tight.
It's like the ultimate grind fest, but it's awesome because you're doing it with other people.
Is that the game that had a show based on it? On, like, Fox Kids?
No,
Monster,
you're
or the Monster
thinking
Rancher.
of Monster Rancher.
That show was tight.
that
But we're
show
not talking
was
about
tight.
that awesome show.
We're a little off topic.
Yeah. Next one was Fist of the Upstar.
North Star.
Yeah, I know. But it's just, I love how you wrote that down.
If you're a fan of Dynasty Warrior type games, definitely look out for this one. Or if you're a fan of Fist of the North Star, it looks awesome. These games are only getting better and better as technology comes out because it's just like watching the TV show, but completely remade.
Yeah. I remember watching a video of somebody playing the first Fist of the North Star, and I think it was Spoonie that played it, and he had a video on his website of him playing it, and he was just, like, talking about how garbage it was.
Shoutouts to Spoonie.
Yeah. Actually, no, it was probably Two Best Friends Play. I
Shoutouts
don't
to them
remember.
too.
It was probably Two Best Friends Play, because they were totally ragging on it, and it actually didn't look very good. But, whatever.
Well, yeah, it's different now.
Yeah.
Because there have been Fist in the North Star games before, but like they had their own sort of style to them. This one is at least like the Dynasty Warriors engine model is just so easy to apply to different animes, and it works.
Yeah. So next one is Sly Cooper. I'm personally really excited about this. I haven't seen the new video on it or like any trailers or anything, but when I played the first Sly Cooper, which was on the PS2, I think, was it the PS2?
I think so.
Okay.
PS2 or PS1, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
but
I think it was
man.
right around PS2.
Yeah, but oh man, that game was fun. I love stealth games, and it was just like, it was that same style, like that cel-shaded kind of like Jak and Daxter, like, what was Ratchet and Clank? It was like
That's
in the
your
same, it was in
jam.
the same vein of those games, and I was just like, I love Ratchet and Clank, I love Jak and Daxter, like, it's totally in the same vein, and I loved it. It was so much fun.
I remember when I showed you the PlayStation All-Stars trailer and Sly Cooper showed up and you, like, your face lit up. Like, legitimately, I
Yeah.
saw your face light up. And I was like,
Yeah, when Jak was in there.
nah, dude, when Sly Cooper was in there, you
Yeah.
were just like, yes, dude, Sly Cooper. You're like, dude, they haven't come out with a Sly Cooper game in forever.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I have money. I'm about to buy PlayStation All Stars.
I need to pick it up.
Dude, yeah. I gotta get Sly Cooper. I'm so gonna play the shit out of that game.
That's going to be filthy,
Yeah.
actually. I never played any of them, but I just always hated on like platformer games for a while. I went through that phase where I was like, I don't care about Ratchet and Clank, I don't care about Jak and Daxter, like, but I had no reason to, and like I actually do want to try them.
But see, the
though.
thing is, like, it's not just a platformer. It's really stylized, and even though it's got like the same kind of like platforming engine in it, like it's so much more than that. Like, you can tell that the writers really just had a lot of fun with it, and like it's the art style is just so much fun to look at. It's like playing a cartoon, you know?
Yeah.
And like it's not just a platformer, like there's like obviously hidden stuff, like every game nowadays has like hidden objects to find, but like again, the dialogue and the storyline are just really funny and like a lot of fun to listen to. So it's just like you should definitely check it out. But yeah, so then I guess also Aliens, Colonial Marines.
I'm looking forward to this game just because Aliens vs. Predators was a real letdown, and this game's been in development for so long that I'm just hoping this is the Aliens game that really gets us back into it and gets us like excited about playing an Aliens game.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Prometheus or no?
No. What? No. We're not shouting out to that.
We're not shouting out to Prometheus.
Because guess how many questions they answered? None.
Guess what, though? It's a trilogy, so you get to watch 2 more movies and then have maybe 1 question answered.
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to see it. You watched the first one.
Okay. Want to know the cool thing?
Exactly.
A bunch of the writers from the last movie aren't going to be on the next movie.
That doesn't fucking matter.
They're not going to be able to answer any of the old questions. It's just going to be
still not
people
gonna answer.
coming in and answering somebody else's questions.
Yeah.
And completely new answers.
Questions answered.
No,
That's all that matters.
all they're gonna do is give us answers to questions that nobody asked.
Yeah.
That's what Prometheus was. They're just like, yeah, let's just say stuff about this. This is adding lore to the aliens thing. Like, no.
Oh no, it's a parallel timeline to the Alien franchise.
Whatever,
Fuck
dude.
off.
It's cool. You guys are still gonna watch
game.
it.
Yeah, I know.
But the game looks pretty cool. Yeah. Crisis 3 is coming out though. And
The computer breaker.
The computer buster.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited because even though I never play Crisis games when they come out, or actually also I've never actually played a Crisis game, the Cry engine is always amazing, you know, and I have a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament's coming out too. That's not even on this list.
Oh shit.
The new Unreal Tournament's coming out, and again, another just
yeah, so good.
I have so much respect for them. Like,
Dude.
so many games are based off the Unreal Engine, and like
Unreal 4 looks so good.
Dude.
it's 4 that's coming out. Is that what it is? Dude, it's gonna be insane.
It's funny how they keep making the same game, but people just still love it. And it's like, even though it's kind of like, even though it is like a first-person shooter, like those games that I shit on all the time, like Call of Duty and all those games, it's just like, I don't know why, there's just something about it that's so different from that.
Yeah, and I think, especially just because the whole Unreal Engine, like, so many games were made off that, dude.
Yeah.
MMOs are made off that. Like, doesn't even matter. People are just like,
Batman,
apparently
Arkham City,
Unreal
Engine.
Yeah,
And
just
it looks
like
beautiful.
just so many games, and like that's why they can get away with that, is because they're just not putting the same game out. They're just like
Making
they're
a new engine.
recreating a whole new generation, basically. Like, that's kind of what it is. That's why I have respect for them and Crysis. And I know you hate on Battlefield, but DICE did make that Frostbite engine, and it is godly. Like,
Really?
yeah, it's definitely a step above the current Unreal
Props
engine.
to companies that actually take the time to make an engine, because that is not easy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
Not
know
only do you have to be a programmer, but you have to know a lot of physics. Like, it's not a walk in the park.
I want to show you, like, later, obviously, I want to show you, like, videos of, like, actual playtime in Battlefield 3, and I think you'll actually be impressed. Like, even though I know you don't care about that game. But, yeah.
I mean, on the topic of Crysis, like, I did play the first Crysis, and I have to say, well, actually, no, it was the second Crysis I played. I never played the first one, but god damn, that engine looks good. Like, even though it's not a game I would play, but holy fucking shit, I would just play that game just to look at it. Like, it looks so fucking beautiful.
And you know that what that means, too, is there'll be another Far Cry game.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're on the same engine, and Far Cry games will always come out, like, a year or two or whatever after the Crysis, like, the respective Crysis game comes out, so that'll be cool, too. Yeah. Next on the list is SimCity. That is my jam.
Return to form.
I legitimately don't know how much time I spent playing the original SimCity for Super Nintendo. Like, it is dumb, probably. Like, I don't know. Those games are so fun, dude. I don't know what it is, dude.
It's gonna be so crazy because, like, I think it's almost gonna get down to, like, a non-interactive, but a Sims type level where like, you can like you can have a skyscraper, zoom all the way in, and like you can see the individual lives of each person who lives inside your skyscraper. They all have their own little stories.
Yeah,
and, like,
maybe you have a rapist
one
in your
building into your whole city.
Yeah.
You can basically play The Sims inside of Sim City in that game. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what they're trying to get at. Like, and it's we checked or whatever, and like it's made by Maxis too, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah. That's awesome. Even though there's still
that's EA, but that's still tight. That I think they're trying to work with like their original creator, like original company or what's left of them, like to try to create this game. So I don't know, man. SimCity. That's one of my like top 5 most anticipated games for 2013 personally.
Yeah.
So, but Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
That's probably the world's top.
Yeah.
In the world's top 5 like most anticipated games.
Everyone's looking forward to
the
that
amount of
next
hype for that game
month.
is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Never played
hated the original Tomb Raider games.
Yeah.
Dude, they were awful. Dude, they were still on arrow keys after like years and years after WASD has been standardized. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna play the game like
awesome tank walk.
yeah, the worst thing. I don't know. I hated those games, but this game, it looks pretty. I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it, but
it's gonna be a little bit more Uncharted-y than anything before, but I mean, it's fine. Tomb Raider started all those big action adventure tomb exploring games, and then Uncharted picked up on that, so now Tomb Raider is coming back, and it's going to be awesome.
Trying to cash in on that.
Yeah.
I feel it.
It's a total Uncharted ripoff.
I feel that.
Damn it.
Tyler, tell me how you feel about God of War Ascension coming out.
I'm stoked. The God of War series has always been just... It has such an amazing feel to all those games because it's just like tearing through stuff and you feel so powerful. And I mean, you're taking on gods and killing them.
All
and
I can say about that franchise, because I've only played about 30 minutes of the first game, is the amount of badassery you feel never is limited. Like, I've watched people play that game and it's just like, oh, look, I'm like, it's the start of the game, and like, I'm whipping fools with this giant chain whip, fucking who knows what
Blades of Chaos.
that thing, and then all of a sudden, you just get upgraded, and now there's fire, and it's cool. I don't know, like, I don't want to play it, but it's cool looking. Like,
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the same boat as you. I've never played them, but they look hella fun.
Shout outs to Baird. Baird is the one that I watched play that game for like a whole day. I was just like, this is kind of fucking cool to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I almost gave up my PSP just for God of War.
Wow.
Like,
That's a
I
big
traded
step
a
for you,
dude.
too.
Yeah. Like, in high school, I traded this
Dummy.
dude. I was like, hey, you can borrow my PSP and I'll borrow your God of War game. And he's like, yeah, cool. And then, like, in the time it took me to beat it, he graduated high school. And I didn't see him for like another 2 years till like he started working at Hollywood Video that was like right by my house. And so I just like one day randomly saw him and the first thing is like, hey, how's it going? It's been a long time. Can I get my PSP back? And he was like, oh, yeah. Just super bummed that he had to give that shit back.
I know that feeling all too well.
God of War.
That's all you, man.
StarCraft 2?
Yep, I'd know shit about that.
Oh, well, I don't play StarCraft at all, but
okay.
I know that personally, if I did love StarCraft, I would be really bummed that I had to buy the game 3 times.
No,
Yeah.
because it's a completely new game each time.
Sure.
It's tweaked and modded. There's all new characters.
The
like
amount of quotes there.
Mike was using air quotes for all the people that can't see that because it's a podcast.
I understand it's a quote-unquote whole new game. I get that. The single-player content, completely new. How much time do you actually spend playing single-player content?
the whole time through. Like, however long it takes to get through that whole...
But people play StarCraft for multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like, the majority of
Well,
people.
it's like... So they're just going to
now-
release a partial expansion that you download? Like, how are they going to deliver the expansion?
You're paying $60 for it. That's been established when the first game came out.
Yeah.
You're going to pay $60 for each installment of the game. But also, I get that it's a whole new game and like that's tight and everything, but fucking the multiplayer, in order to like use the units and shit, you still have to buy this. Like they're not.
Well,
just
yeah,
gonna
because there's
patch
all
it.
new units and they're taking out certain units too. Like,
Really?
Yeah,
they're taking out units.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's just fucked up to me.
Well, it's good business strategy because
It's a great business strategy.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I mean,
Blizzard and they're raping everyone.
nothing
all the
requires you to go and play the next version. I mean, people are still playing Brood War.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
So, like, I mean, there's just going to be, like, different competitive veins of it. Like, some people, they're never going to leave Wings of Liberty.
Oh, I guess that makes a bit more sense.
Like-
I thought it was like if you want to play with your friends, like, I guess that actually makes sense. There's
Yeah.
just going to be different tiers of multiplayer, basically.
perspective.
Huh.
Yeah.
Enlightened.
Yeah. Educated.
Right on. Well,
You heard it
still-
here. This is the moment when I convinced Mike to buy Heart
No,
of the Swarm.
absolutely not. In fact, do you want my copy of StarCraft 2? It's right here. I'll give you my fucking Blizzard account.
No.
All right. Anyways, now that we're done throwing video games that I don't want,
Yeah.
BioShock Infinite.
Literally named the most anticipated game of 2013.
Let's get back
No
to that
joke.
later. Okay, Gears of War Judgment.
False. BioShock Infinite is going to be
Filthy.
the game of the year.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is going to be the game of the year.
There's no, I mean, besides Pikmin
But you
3,
know what? Okay. Stop.
Okay, BioShock Infinite is definitely going to be the second best game of the
See,
year.
because of all the anticipation, the hype, I'm worried because
No.
what if it doesn't live up to it?
Absolutely not.
My boner might like officially die for that franchise if this is a letdown like the second one was.
I didn't play the first one or the second one, and
What the
everybody's going to tell me to play it right now. I don't
You should
care.
at least finish the first one. Don't bother with the second
Yeah,
one.
there's
Just do the
no
first
point.
one. Yeah, this first one is
Okay,
literally the best one.
But
anyways,
the thing is this is a prequel, so I don't have to care about the first one or the second one.
not really, but it's at least you'll get a feel for the game.
But the tight thing is this game looks way more fucking fun than the
Yeah,
first
like
one.
the video they showed in the interactive crowds, like something like that. What was it called? They called it something.
It's something along those lines.
Yeah, like where you're walking along, like somebody will say something to you, and you have the choice of either to react to that person. Like one of the scenes in the trailer was these people start like harassing you as you're walking by them, and you have the choice to either pull out your gun and be like, "Hey, fuck off," or just ignore them and keep walking and have them berate you. And the person that was playing the game pulled out their gun and pointed it at the person. And the person was like, whoa, man, like, you don't need to get all hostile. And he, like, backed up and was like, holy shit, you can totally interact with these things. So it's like, human contact while I'm still at my house. Yeah, that's right.
there's no reason to leave now.
Yeah, I'll just shit in my chair.
One of the things that I thought was really intense about that video is the amount of travel being done, the amount of world traveled
grappling.
without loading screens, though.
Yeah.
I didn't see a load. I mean, obviously, it's an 11-minute trailer. Like, there shouldn't be loading screens,
Yeah.
but he went all over the place, dude. Like, the amount of distance covered
Yeah.
in that video was insane.
Seriously, like, you guys should stop listening for just, like, 15 minutes.
Hit that pause button.
Hit the pause button. Go watch this trailer. It's fantastic.
If you've
Like,
already seen it, watch it again.
yeah, like the whole like time travel thing that this girl is doing. Like, I don't know what it is she's doing, but she has like this crazy like time like rift opening like psychic abilities. It's
I think they're called ripples or
oh
rips
my
or
god,
something.
it's so nuts.
I want to
Yeah.
play it.
It looks so cool.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
Day one buy. For
Yeah,
everybody.
seriously. So yeah, I'm totally looking forward to it. That trailer totally gave me a boner.
I'm bonered right now.
Are you juiced up?
I'm
Are you
torqued.
ready to
The
go?
voice
I'm
acting
fully torqued.
is just going to be amazing in that game.
Isn't one of the dudes Drake?
That
No
I'm
way.
not sure.
Really?
I don't know.
Not the rapper.
No, yeah, from Drake's Fortune.
Okay.
That'd be tight. Your favorite show. Do you want to tell the audience what your
Yeah,
favorite show used
so I love Degrassi because it's the drama.
Damn. The truth comes out.
Yeah,
The truth has been known. I will tell
Not to our
everyone
audience.
not to talk shit about Degrassi because
But
not only did
Do
Drake
you
come
listen
from
to
there,
Drake?
I mean,
Like, can you respect Drake after watching Degrassi?
dude, yeah, I respect Drake because I watched Degrassi. Dude, he got shot. He was wheelchair Jimmy.
Jimmy! Had to be done. Okay. Yeah, totally. Drake and stuff. So, Tyler, tell me how you feel about Gears of War Judgment.
It is a prequel to the series where you'll be experiencing, I think, Emergence Day?
Can I be Coltrane?
No.
Then I don't want to play it. But
Neither
keep
do
going.
I, but I'm gonna keep playing.
Oh, okay.
Marcus is in a prison cell for this game, and you will not be playing as him. You get to play as
Not
Baird.
For a
Baird?
second,
Yeah, Baird. Baird
second-
Graybeal.
wow,
Baird?
name
Yeah.
dropping.
Yeah,
Baird.
you get to play as Baird
Day one buy. I don't even have an Xbox.
against the Locust. It's
I'll
going to be
support
awesome.
My friend. I will buy that game and not play it because I don't have an Xbox. I'll put it in my PS3. We'll see what happens. Sounds like a recipe for fun.
Yeah, Gears of War Judgment. It's going to be good. All the multiplayer adjustments to it, those are going to be the real draw. I mean, it's basically a multiplayer expansion game with a little bit of storyline tacked onto it so that they can sell it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gears of War will be another Call of Duty game where they come out with a new expansion every year so that everyone is constantly playing more Gears of War.
Thank you for addressing it. So
But hey,
to say
I
that.
really do like Gears of War. I love the brown color over everything.
makes it look
And-
way more realistic.
I
Makes it feel
love
way more
Just smear a piece of shit on the
homey
lens,
for
and then
time.
everything looks real.
cover-based warfare, and playing online against people is always a fun experience. You never get frustrated with anything that goes on when you're playing online.
sarcasm.
It's always fair.
Oh, okay. That sounds really.
Wait, are
accurate.
you trolling right now?
Moving on to Star Trek.
Get the hell out. We should just stop the podcast right now and just kick you right out of the fucking website.
Hey, talk about that Star Trek game you love so much that's coming out.
How do you feel
I
about
didn't
it?
actually watch or read anything on it. I just like Star Trek a lot.
So you're excited.
But the thing is, like, it looks like it's based off the movies, so I'm a little bit wary about it.
Did you
because-
see the movie?
Yeah, I did, and it was good.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of shaky cam, and I'm kind of shaky cam. But it was still good. I liked it. I liked the movie a lot, and I like Star
that
Trek.
movie.
But I don't know. I'm just really cautious when it comes to video games based off of movies, even though Transformers Fall of Cybertron wasn't based on a movie. It was actually more lore that they added to the storyline of Transformers, and it wasn't based off a movie, so that actually doesn't count. But I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. What's the next? Pikmin.
Pikmin.
No,
What is
that's not Pikmin. That's Pokemon XY
Pokemon.
with
And-
Z to surely come afterwards.
Yeah,
I can't wait for a 3D Pokemon game.
You know,
you waited this long. You wait more.
I
No.
don't think they need more Pokemon, but of course they're just gonna keep putting more Pokemon out.
It's like Mario.
Like-
It's always going to be around.
Well, but the difference is there's not over 800 Mario characters like there
That's
are.
true.
Pokemon.
I don't even remember what the number is now. It's
There's
like 600 something.
It's 690 something.
And that means there's about to be...
830
800
something.
Yeah.
Who knows, dude?
Okay, I don't care about there being all the new Pokemon. All I care about is that the game is in 3D.
That's cool, but I just
Seems like a very small thing to care about just to play an
yeah,
entire game.
that's the
But-
thing. That's the thing. To
I
me,
understand
it's
you're
like,
excited. I'm not
I know, but
disrespecting you.
it's
I'm
like,
just saying,
the
like, that's a
games
very small
still
part.
haven't fallen flat, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, even people still say that, like, or I've heard people say that Pokemon Black and White was one of the best ones to come out so far, just because, like, the storyline, it asked even more questions. Like,
Well, yeah,
why
that's-
are we fighting with Pokemon? Is it okay that we're fighting with
Yeah.
Pokemon? Like, you know, because Pokemon's always been, like, you know, legalized cockfighting. And that's, like, you know, the joke about it is, like, they're fighting with animals.
yeah.
Do they want to be fighting? What do the Pokemon have to say about this? And turns out Pokemon want to fight.
Yeah.
And that was a good
Because
game.
they wrote that in there.
Yeah,
Because they're
of
like,
course.
well, we don't want people to think that we're horrible writers, so
Yeah.
they want to fight at the end.
Yeah.
Problem
but,
solved.
Hey,
Okay,
Mike,
more
you played
Pokemon
Pokemon
games.
Conquest. Since the beginning of time, haven't Pokemon wanted to train and bond with their
Yes,
trainers?
They do.
You can check out Mike's review on that shit. It'll only prove my point further.
Shoutouts to Jossam, who's sitting right across from me. Anyways, next is...
But I haven't said what I need to say, and that is, the game looks fun, but again, I'm just tired of this premise where it's like, look, you come from a town where this guy, the professor, and your neighbor, and you go and you catch him on, and and then you beat gyms, and then you beat all the gyms, and then you beat the man, and then you're the man. I'm sick of that. Can we just do something else with it?
Speaking of Mons, you know what game I would really like to see this year is another Digimon game. No. I'm ready. I'm ready to give my heart away to Digimon one more time. I'm ready to give them a second chance and be like, let's do this.
How many Digimon can you turn into shit in the year 2013, Chad?
I'll start counting right now.
Okay.
But the next game that we're looking forward to apparently is... Tyler told us to put this on the list.
The Last of Us?
Yes.
This game actually does look pretty nuts because it's by Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
It's by Naughty Dog Studios.
And I mean, when's the last time you saw a Naughty Dog game?
Drake
3.
Drake.
Drake.
When Drake was in Degrassi 3.
But no, they make good games. It's going to be another... It's sort of... Okay. I say this in the way of The Walking Dead, old dude and a little girl. It's going to be another dude and a little girl walking around, and you will be protecting her. Well, she probably backs you up, and a lot of shooting people in the face and encountering endangered beasts walking around New York.
It could be cool.
It's going to be cool.
But the new Amnesia game's coming out, and that's tight because...
Is that based off Amnesia: The Dark Descent?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the next game.
Oh, okay.
It might be a prequel.
The Squeakquel.
It might be a prequel, and I think it goes more into something that already happened, if it is a prequel.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
The pre-Squeakquel.
That's the cool thing about prequels.
Alright.
No, but honestly, I didn't play the first Amnesia, but I've only heard great things about it.
I didn't finish it, but I did a stream of it for Halloween, and that game's friggin' intense. It's
scary.
It's
scary.
It's scary.
I got scared once.
Amnesia, you scary.
Damn, Amnesia, you scary.
Pretty much.
Bateful Dead. What does that say?
Battlefield. They're coming out with the Battlefield 4, which really actually does bum me out because that
confirms what we just talked about.
The time between Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 3 was like a decade almost. Okay, I'm exaggerating a lot, but
hashtag listen to our previous podcast to know what we're talking about.
But I don't know. That bums me out because EA obviously has a grasp on Battlefield, and they're not raping people quite as much with the updates and shit as Call of Duty is, but it just bums me out that they're putting out another game so soon because they put out Bad Company 1 and 2 in between the time of Battlefield 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So they could have made another spin-off knockoff game. I don't know. That bums me out, but at the same time, if they're working on another engine, then that'll be cool because the Frostbite engine, Frostbite 2 was already godly, so we'll see. Could be fun.
Yeah. Castlevania
Lord of Shadows.
Lords of Shadow.
Lords of Shadows 2.
Lords of Shades. Please stand up.
Lords of Shady. Please stand up.
Please stand up.
But tell me about it.
No, the last Castlevania Lords of Shadow game was for the PS3 and Xbox, next gen. It was cool. It was a long adventure type game, and I mean, this one's a sequel. The trailer looks awesome. He's a giant vampire who wakes up from the last game. He's a vampire, and he's ready to kill people.
Does he have a whip?
They always have whips.
That's just all I might play it then, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it.
Let's see if he's got a whip.
It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I played the first one. I mean, it was one of the first PS3 games I really got into when I first bought my PS3, and it's worth it. It's fun. I mean, Castlevania games are always a good time, but I more prefer the 2D style Castlevania game with all the pixelated sprites, just because I just feel so spoiled Like, those games are so good, and there's just so much, there's so much to them, and then, like, you try to put it in 3D, it doesn't work as well, but...
So it's a 3D run around.
Yeah, I mean, like, sort of like Ninja Gaiden-ish, but I mean, you're still, like, fighting stuff, and, I mean, it works. Big boss battles, even though some of them weren't as inspired as they should be. Like, there's definitely a Shadows of the Colossus boss. It's just, a direct rip-off, and you're like, oh, okay.
Nasty.
Yeah.
You know, a game won't be ripping off things? The Deadpool game.
Yeah,
It's
I
going to be
remember,
all original.
I remember seeing a trailer on it, like, I think a year ago or 2 years ago, and it just looked so cool because... Actually, I don't even think they had any gameplay footage for it when I saw the trailer.
Been no gameplay.
Yeah, and it was just like Deadpool just talking about how cool it was to like have his own video game because it's Deadpool and he's like that.
The epitome of breaking the fourth wall or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, he really like he is the guy that does that in like his comics. So, yeah,
I respect that.
Yeah. What's that one? Is that
GSO? That is Elder Scrolls Online.
Okay.
Okay.
I have really mixed feelings about this game, but I have lost all faith in MMOs, but this game is going... Like, there's one game every year that comes out where I'm like, maybe I'll see what's up.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. And this is that game, definitely, just because Elder Scrolls have always been fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good at the earlier games. I was fucking horrible at Morrowind. I played the shit out of Oblivion. I played a lot of Skyrim. Like, they're doing it more like real time, so it's gonna play like Terra. I don't think you guys played Terra at all.
No, but I remember you showing.
It's more actiony, so there's not. You're not. It's not just like select a target, press 1, press 2, press 3. It's like you'll have like a basic attack that you can constantly use and spam, and then like you'll build up either like energy or magicka or whatever.
And you get Fusro Das?
Probably not, honestly.
Aw, no dragon powers?
Not everybody can be dragon.
Dude, everyone should start the game being the Dragonborn.
It's a prequel to, I think it's way before Morrowind even takes place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's super early.
So
it's
like
like
we get more
class
story.
wars. It's the class wars.
Wow, cool. I like it when franchises do that.
Yeah.
Because it's just like we actually get to experience all this stuff that we've been reading about and like the side quests and whatnot. So it's like it's really cool.
From what I've read, like they really wanted to keep it with the Elder Scrolls feel, like because part of the fun with that franchise is just being able to say like, cool, like this story is really fun, but you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna go do my own thing. I'm gonna go explore caves. I'm gonna go just run around. I'm gonna go join some bandits. Like what the fuck ever. Like I watched a video and this guy was basically saying like, I really like we're gonna capitalize on the Elder Scrolls feel. We want people to be able to level up literally through exploration. Like not saying like, oh, you're gonna get 50 XP for exploring. Like you're gonna get a fuck ton of XP for like exploring and going out of your way and like completing your map and shit like that. Like that's
that.
really cool to me. Like I think they have a lot of great ideas for this game, and that's one of the reasons why like even though the combat might be shitty, because I'm not honestly a big fan of that like click action MMO style.
Yeah.
It gets old after a while. I understand what you're saying.
But with the Elder Scrolls feel to it, like it doesn't sound like there's going to be like classes. Like you're going to be able to really kind of do
everyone starts out as just like a lump of clay.
Yeah.
And you get to mold your character into like
and I
the
think that's
way
gonna be,
you play.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the most exciting thing about it. It's just like you get to play Skyrim online, basically.
Pretty much. I'm trying to hang out with you guys. And,
Dude. I'm trying to
fight Dagrons.
kill everything with fire, and I can pickpocket like a boss.
There you go.
I just want to invite everyone over to my sweet house.
Cave?
Why do I have to live in a cave?
Because you look like the Geico caveman.
By the way, I'm a cat person. I'm a Khajiit.
You're a Khajiit?
Yeah, my name is Mogu Mugu. Or Mugu Mogu.
How do you know?
After the
game's not out
the
yet.
internet cat.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that one cat that Asian guy has on the internet.
The frowny cat?
No, that's tartar sauce. That's
Tartar sauce.
also known as Tard.
Bummer cat.
Yeah, bummer cat.
That's what I
Hella
like to
cute.
call him. All right.
But we're not talking about cats.
Way off that.
We're talking about Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
I don't care about this game. I'm
How
just going
can
to
you
say
not
it right
care
now. I
about-
just stopped caring after the fourth one. I
I-
stopped giving a shit.
Grand Theft Auto
I don't care to
4,
be that guy.
so much
Stop
promise.
giving a shit.
I stopped caring about all of them, but I'm still excited for the game to come out because after seeing screenshots of like a modded version of Grand Theft Auto 4, like that is one of the most beautiful games ever created. Like it looks like real life if you add the right mods to that game. And like, I don't know. I don't care about any of the storyline. Like, those games are just... That's one of those games where, like, I just want to turn it on and just run hookers over, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about any of the storyline. But
Like, most
fun.
of the time, I won't beat those games. It's just, like, I'll play it far enough so that, like, I have an open city, and then I can just sandbox it and do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. That's the fun of those games,
Yeah.
I think.
And it's like, I mean, I did beat Grand Theft Auto 4, and I had a, like, really fun time with it. Like, I tried playing it online a little bit, and, I mean, it was crazy as shit, and it was competitively trying to play it against people does not work.
Yeah.
But just fucking around in that game with your friends, just like, let's all hop in this car and let's all fly helicopters at each other and just like terrorize the city. Like, that shit is so much fun.
I bet.
It's just like more sandbox experience multiplayer games. That's why I'm really stoked for that Just Cause 2.
Just Cause, dude.
Yeah,
I actually need to edit that post and add a link to the video now that I think about it, because it's going to be insane.
All right.
Injustice. I actually played this at PAX, and it's on the Mortal Kombat 9. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
So
if that
which
was
one's this one? This is
It's the DC. It's a DC fighting game. That's
just DC.
Just
just
DC.
DC.
There's
Yeah, no, I heard about this. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Nightwing's
Yeah, I know
in
which
it.
one this. Yeah.
Nightwing's in it, dude. It's
No longer do you have to suffer through Mortal Kombat versus DC. It's just a straight up DC fighting game.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw footage of this and it looks
dude.
badass.
Cyborg is in it.
Cyborg is my boy.
Dude, Cyborg is a boss in that game.
Yeah.
Dude, I played it at PAX with Turnstile, and that game...
Shouts to Turnstile.
Shout out to Turnstile. You listen to this shit, I know you do. Dude, the game's fun, though, honestly. Like, it feels good. I didn't play Mortal Kombat 9 at all, sorry.
No, it's fine.
But, I don't know. The game's fucking fun, and I got into the whole competitive fighting game scene, and I almost just want to pick this game up and not care. Like, just play it.
Like, I'm so excited that this game, like, even looks like it can be on a level where competitive fighters want to play this game.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm really excited that Mortal Kombat is still relevant in this day and age.
That's
And,
true.
like, people want to play it and want to competitively play Mortal Kombat. So,
You know, it just looks like a lot of fun. I mean, aside from all, like, the interactive backgrounds that you have, like, you know...
there's different types of characters who interact with everything differently.
Yeah, like, Superman can pick up cars, and Batman doesn't pick them up, but he can, like, do other shit with them, and it's like there's stuff on the ceilings that you can interact with, but, like, other than that, the game just looks like a lot of fun, because it's my favorite DC characters come to life, 3D rendered, and it just looks great. It looks like they really put a lot of time into it, and I just cannot wait to play that game.
It's beautiful.
It looks great. It looks beautiful. Yeah, it does. It looks really good. But yeah, I did not know that it was on the Mortal Kombat engine, but now that I remember the footage, it makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ed Boon, doing good things.
Yeah. Next is Killzone Mercenary. I never played the Killzone games.
Mike, Killzone fan?
No.
Why did we put that on there?
Thought it was you, bud.
I didn't put that on.
All right, whatever.
you said
Fuck
Killzone.
it.
Skipping Killzone.
Lego Marvel Superheroes.
This has been a long time coming. Lego games are fun.
Yeah, they are.
Like, I mean, they're good. They're even like good for all ages. Like, even if you're like, there's just something enjoyable about those Lego games.
Absolutely. It's not something I ever care about. But
Yeah.
I babysat like for a friend before, and their kid fucking has every Lego game. Like Lego Harry Potter, Lego Star Wars is his shit. I've played the entire 6 movies of Lego Star Wars with that kid. Like, it's fun, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they're goofy and like funny and like just they're fun though.
Yeah, and like more franchises need to just accept that Lego is a great way to do a video game. And I mean, the DC Batman Lego games have been awesome. Lego Batman 2 introduced the whole Justice League, and this new Marvel superheroes with Legos in it, it's going to be awesome. It's going to like...
Are we gonna see a DC Marvel Lego game?
No, maybe, God willing, we will, through the magic of Lego.
Only Lego can unite Marvel
Actually,
and DC.
okay,
No, you know who
they
can
could totally
unite
do
them?
it.
No. It's not Lego that's going to unite them. It's going to be
Don't say
Connects.
Capcom. Okay.
Connects
What?
is going to unite them.
Connects.
I actually
no,
never
dude, Mega
played...
Blocks.
Yeah. But back in the day, I never played any of the Lego games. But like, I used to play this Connects game where you would actually like have to like find your items and like collect them and build shit, and it was hella fun.
Oh, that sounds super fun, just like Legos.
No, you know what? It's better because it's Connects.
Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, there's actually a thing called Amalgam Comics, which was the fusion of Marvel and DC into one. Crazy, that's a lot of hair. Anyway, you can't see this giant hairball Mike picked up off the floor, but Amalgam Comics, you take DC superheroes and fuse them into Marvel superheroes. Example, Dark Claw, Wolverine plus Batman.
I'll pass.
You know who his villain was?
Let me guess. Jean Grey plus... No, you're not ready. Plus Iceman. Jean Ice.
Those
Giants.
are both
Gene
from
Joker.
Marvel.
Gene
Those
Joker.
are both from Marvel, Mike. You took two Marvel
I don't
characters
care.
and fused them
I don't
Grey
care.
and Joker. Gene Joker.
Joker.
No, it's Sabretooth
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
the Joker Hyena. How much sense does that make?
None of the sense.
That makes
Moving
all
on.
the sense in the
I
world.
feel
Moving on.
sick thinking
Fuck
about how
you
much
guys.
sense that
Moving on, because you're crazy.
legitimately sick feeling.
The next
how much
Luigi's
sense.
Mansion game. What
For
was
the
it?
3DS,
Okay.
I want to play that
I
game.
thought it was Wii U.
Well, they're going to make one for the 3DS.
Filthy.
Yeah.
The original Luigi's Mansion was so fun. When I got my GameCube, it was the only game I had.
Dude,
Dude,
the
it
only
was...
game anybody had.
Yeah, that was the launch
Yeah, that
title
was
game.
the launch title.
Well, fuck all you haters. That game rules. It was hella
You know what
fun.
else rules? Pikmin 3.
Yeah.
Take it away,
Pikmin
Mike.
3. Oh, Pikmin's filthy, and Olimar's filthy, and in Smash Brothers, whatever, Brawl, Olimar's bad, but he's still filthy. No, okay. Pikmin was tight for me because I hated Race Against the Clock games for the longest time. I think it stressed me out because I'm just like, oh, I have to get this done by time or else like fucking I lose, and I don't like losing, obviously.
Yeah.
So I would play, but
Wait, you don't like losing?
no, dude, not
weird.
usually. I don't know. That game just gave me like a sense of like accomplishment. I think because it was a Race Against the Clock game and I actually like tackled it, and me and Girk played that game a bunch, and we actually, I don't think we beat the game ever, but we got really far before we got done playing it. And I don't know, the aspect of like collecting things and like kind of open worldy feel, not really open worldy, but I don't know. There's so much to explore in those games, and like they were really beautiful. I mean, back in GameCube era.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited, and I don't have a Wii U, so I guess I gotta go buy one now.
Everyone should probably buy it.
Yeah, we all have to do that now. It's just a thing on everybody's list.
It's the shit.
Apparently
honestly.
it's the shit.
It's
I
the
have to
shit.
eat crow and just admit that it looks fucking awesome.
It's gonna be funsies.
Yeah. Metro Last Light, you asked to put that on there. Why don't you sit
so
up and
I don't know
say
if
stuff.
anyone played the last Metro game.
2033.
Yeah, 2033.
I had just started playing it.
Everybody should really try that game. I
fun.
picked it up during the Steam Winter Sale and did not regret it. It's
Last year,
yeah,
filthy.
or maybe like
2
no,
years
yeah,
ago.
probably a year, maybe two. But yeah, you use bullets as not only ammo but as cash, and so
Interesting.
it makes like a really weird item system that way. But I don't know, it's really cool because it's like in the future in Russia, and there's been like nuclear winter, and you're just dealing with everything that comes from that, and everybody's living underground. It's a really fun game.
All right.
Check it out.
I back it. Remember Me's coming out.
Remember Me is like,
Capcom.
yeah, it's this weird mix of like Splinter Cell, not Splinter Cell. Why did I say Splinter Cell? Assassin's Creed, where you're like free running around, but then like you get to hack into people's minds, like Deus Ex.
I think everybody's
Deus Ex.
seen stuff about that game because it's always sponsored on Facebook every single second. Like,
Yeah.
They've probably poured so much money advertising that game just on Facebook. But, dude, it looks really fun. Like, I've watched the one trailer, I think, that's out, and, like, it's really hyped up. I think it's going to be really fun, though. It looks It looks just different, honestly. Like, it looks like I've never played a game like that.
Well, just like going into people's memories and rewriting them, like that looks crazy.
You know what it kind of feels like now that you say the Assassin's Creed thing? It feels like Assassin's Creed meets Hitman, because I've been playing Hitman Absolution, and there's like you can mark your checkpoints or whatever, and you can replay through that. Since your last checkpoint over and over again until you do it the right way or the way you want to do it.
Yeah.
You can kill people, or you can run in and just go like guns blazing and just blast fools, or you can, poison their food, or like just like random shit like
Dress
that.
up as a waiter and bring a chicken to a giant fat dude in the bed.
Exactly, dude.
And then you hide your gun in that chicken.
Exactly. I don't know. The game just looks fun. Like, it just looks different. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say about that. Sorry.
That's fine. Star Wars 1313.
Yes.
Never heard about this.
Dude, alright, so it looks like, from what I've seen, it looks like they're kind of going like a Dark Forces route with it.
Okay.
So, you're not a Jedi. From what I've seen, you have little to no Force powers. Like, I didn't see any Force powers being used. And you're not like a clone or anything like that, but it's based in the Star Wars universe, so some shit's gonna happen.
The
like,
expanded Star Wars universe?
Yeah, something's like gonna go down. Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen enough about it to like know anything, but
yeah, my question is, why is it 1313? See, if it's like before A New Hope, then, like, if it's that interim period between the third one and the fourth one, that could be potentially really good.
I think this is, like, way back in, like, Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, goddamn. I read some of the comics of that. And
Is it not back in...
I'm pretty sure it's I'm pretty sure it is between 3 and 4.
Okay.
Because there weren't any Jedis or anything that you were fighting. Like, I'm pretty sure from the trailer that I watched, like, they said, like, Jedis weren't common or even around anymore, but who knows what that means, right? In the fourth one, they weren't around anymore, but...
Yeah, that's true.
So... But the game looks really cool. We probably should have just watched the trailer, but...
We're dumb,
But
so
it's all
whatever.
good. We'll just link the trailer.
Yeah, fuck it. Then last, but certainly not least, because it has a star next to it, Watch Dogs. Never heard of this one.
Never heard of this?
Never heard
Car
of this.
Crash the game? You walk around as a dude with a cell phone or something that can hack anything.
Anything.
Anything. And so, like, you're walking down the street, you can hack into other people's cell phones. You can, like, I'm looking at a traffic light. Boop, boop, boop. All the traffic lights go green, and there's chaos.
That's it?
You're basically in Anonymous the group
Yeah.
from your phone. And, like, I don't know, in the trailer that I saw, you have to, like, you're in some place, you're supposed to meet up with somebody, and then, like, you realize that they have people watching for you, and then, like, you start fucking with, like, the lights and, like, the electricity and, like, the building and shit like that, and, like, because, like, you're just an Uber hacker, and then, like, you, like, go out and, like, you fucking make somebody's car stall or some shit, like, you, like, bust into, like, I don't know, and then you fucking take their car and, like, fuck with, dude, I don't know, you just, the amount of control and, like, possibilities in that game is ridiculous, and
Yeah.
Marshall showed me that game, and it's another game that looks like Remember Me, but, like, on super crack, like...
No, Remember Me looks like Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was, like, seen before Remember Me.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying they look similar, but Watch Dogs is just on a whole nother level of I've never seen any game like this before.
Yeah, okay. That sounds pretty cool. I actually will have to check that out. It sounds
really
super
fucking
filthy.
cool.
Is there any other games that you guys can think of off the top of your head that we did not mention? Because I can't think of anything.
That's pretty much everything so far I'm looking forward to in 2013.
I guess...
I'm going to be broke.
Yeah, if I were to pick one game that I'm actually most stoked about, I'm actually not going to pick BioShock Infinite because there's so much build up to it, and I'm actually really afraid. I'm afraid to give them my heart, so I'm going to go with something that I know is going to be really good, and I'm going to go with Sly Cooper. I'm going to put my money on Sly Cooper this year.
For Game of the Year.
Yeah. Not for Game of the Year.
In Chad's Game of the Year.
In my Game of the Year world.
Chad's personal Game of the Year.
Sly Cooper. I'm super looking forward to, like, falling in love again. Seriously, like, I'm looking forward to that so much.
I respect that.
Mike?
Dude, for me, I want to say it's going to be BioShock Infinite, but on like a roll of the dice type thing, like what could possibly be it is Elder Scrolls, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm an MMO player at heart, like I thrive or multiplayer games like more than anything, and especially if any of my friends play that game with me, like I will get lost.
Dude, I'll get down on that game with you for sure,
right,
man.
well,
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
Yeah.
I'll see you in fucking Morrowind, baby.
I'll kill things with fire with you.
All right.
Tyler, what about you?
If I'm gonna go with my safe bet of the game, I know it just without fail that's coming out this year, it's got to be Pokemon XY. There's nothing that game can do that will disappoint me.
Wow.
I already know, like, I am going to buy that game. I'm going to play it. It's not going to be the only thing I play this year, but like, I just know there's not going to be anything about that game and be like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be at all. I'm so disappointed with Pokemon.
You've already played the game like 6 times. You already know what it's going to be.
From the mouth of the water drinking Tyler.
Exactly. So filthy.
Yeah, all right. So I guess that's pretty much it. Those are our most anticipated games of the year. Thank you for listening. This is another edition of the Final Boss.
Just a Troll Stomp production.
Yeah. So I'm RaccoonChad.
I'm Jawsome.
I'm Fat Tyler 124.
Thanks for listening, guys. See you next week.
Hello.